Hello, Ty at Landscape Lighting Pro here today to show you how to reset and program the timer inside of your NightScaping transformer. Now, something important to note before we get any further is that there are a number of different types of control timers inside of different NightScaping transformers. So, the best way to tell which kind you have is to simply open up the little panel right here and take a look at the configuration of the control buttons. Based off of these, you should be able to tell the difference between this one versus other ones. Now, if the one you're looking at inside of your transformer matches this timer, then perfect. Hang around and we'll walk you through all of it. If not, please feel free to exit this video and select another one until you find the timer that matches your timer. Now, to get started, to reset this timer, what you're going to need is a paper clip and bend out one side of it. Now, there's a small button right here that you'll need to press in, and that is how you reset it. So you see the screen goes blank, it zeroes out. That's exactly what we want to see. Now, you can see there's a number of different buttons in here. We have these four: hour, minute, code, and program. And then we have these buttons on the corners right here. These buttons in the corner all do the exact same thing. It's the same thing as if there was only one button. Any one of these will work. Now, getting into it, the first thing we're going to need to do is get the GPS coordinates on this transformer set up. That way it will know exactly when sunset and sunrise is, depending on where in the world you are. So we do that. To do that, we hit code. And if you can see this little symbol right here, that stands for latitude. Now, here in Utah, the latitude we're going to want to have on this is 40. So to do that, we hit the minute button until we get up to 40. Perfect. Now, to enter that in, we hit code again. Now, for the longitude here in Utah, our longitude is -111. So we're going to hit hour until we get to -1, and we'll hit minute until we get to 11. Or if you accidentally hit 12, you just go all the way around the horn to get back to 111. My apologies. So don't make that mistake. 111. Then we hit code. Now this is a little interesting. So to get the correct day entered in, you have to think of the days of the year in terms of how many days in the year there are. So 365. So right here, if it was January 1st, for example, you'd put day 1. If it was December 31st, you'd want to have it say 365. Today is August 16th, so out of the days of the year, that is day 228. So we go here to hour. That's how we will change it to 200, and we use the minutes to get to 28. Day 228. Then we go ahead and we hit code. Now, right here, there are two different options to select. So this timer will not adjust itself for daylight savings. You can either choose between normal and adjust. So normal is for if it is winter, fall or winter, and adjust is for spring and summer. And that's how it will be correct for daylight savings, is you have to pick between these two. So we'll go ahead and say winter. Hit code. Location, don't worry about this. Just go ahead and hit code. Now we're back to latitude. So what you're going to do is go ahead and press any one of these corner buttons to get to the main display. Now you have to wait a minute for the manual off to disappear, or for this to start blinking. So now we're going to put in what time of day it is. So this clock actually runs on military time, so it being 1:15, we are going to go to 13:15. That's it for this part. Now you have the correct time set up for where you are. The next thing we're going to do is get the on-off times program. So if you see the PGM button here, that stands for program, we'll hit that. Okay. Now it says 1920, that's the on time. That's correct. That is the time that sunset happens. So we're going to go ahead and leave that how it is. Hit program. The off time is zeroed out right now. If you want to have your lights turn on at sunset, turn off at sunrise, just go ahead and exit this right here by hitting one of the corner buttons. Now if you want your lights to, for example, turn off at 12 a.m., you're going to go ahead and press the minute button once. That's all those zeros right there. That means it is 12 a.m. Okay? Now from here, go ahead and press enter by hitting one of the corner buttons. That's it for this. Now, here's a little trick, and this is important to pay attention to. So as you can see in the corners, it says manual off. Now that means that the timer is currently set to a hard off. The timer will not turn on or activate. So hold down a corner button. Now it says auto off. That means that the timer will cycle. It is off now, but it will cycle through, and when it's time to turn on, it'll turn on. If you want to have your lights turn on right now, or whatever, if you need to turn them on for some reason, you just hit the button once, and now the lights are on. Then you can turn them back off. Or if you want your lights to stay on continuously 24/7, hold down one of the corner buttons to get back to manual and hit on. For most people, all you're going to need to ever have this be set to is auto off. And your timer will run through everything automatically by itself. I hope this video was helpful to you figuring all this out. If you're still having trouble, we are always happy to come out and help our clients with their timers. And that's it. Thanks. Bye.